Hey, y'all. Baker.
Hey.
Who gonna be singing?
All y'all on.
We got everybody today.
I mean, everybody is in here. Y'all might as well come on in and
What up?
you know what I'm saying? Get ready, do y'all thing. Go do your thing.
Oh boy.
Go do your thing.
It's
Do your
not
thing.
high.
To the right, to
Alright,
the right, to the right, to the left, get it, Jesus.
No.
Okay.
Now walking by yourself.
Yeah, you singing by yourself. Oh, hey y'all, how y'all doing out there?
Y'all help us.
Y'all doing good?
Please help us today.
Help us.
Okay, so everybody get that stuff.
Oh yeah, y'all know what time it is. Y'all might as well come on in. There's a lot been going on.
Why is we got a little flow here today. You see that?
It's a little flavor, no flow.
That's important.
And this cup of Joe is hitting y'all.
Is the JoJohn?
Yeah,
It is.
my Joe is John, and not only is my Joe John, my Joe is a little extra today.
Oh, she put extra.
I put a little
Extra,
extra
put a
dollop
little
of
extra
cake
flavor
in
in
mine,
there.
just a little
A
extra.
dollop of cake.
A dollop of cake.
Just a little dollop of it, my
Because
lord.
I don't know if we can handle all of cake.
Listen,
It's a dollar.
just a dollar. Do a dollar. Only a
$1.
dollar. Let me tell y'all so funny. Seriously.
How many reels for $1?
Listen.
They $2 a reel.
No,
At the people of the
you
street.
can only smell a real $4.
My lord.
Smell it in the air. Anyway, I was gonna say, yeah, so when I was actively dating, okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I used to tell men. When they used to say like, oh, you saw this, da, 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 da. I was like, listen, baby, I'm the drug that there is no rehab for.
Woo!
Like, that's
You
not.
say what now?
I'm the drug there's no rehab for. It's like main line regular.
Hey, I mean, if
There's
you
no
know
but
it,
that-
They told me to go to rehab, and I said no.
if you know it, you know it.
I know it. And because I know it,
Yes,
that's
honey.
why it's better for you to sniff it.
Okay. And move on.
Okay.
Oh
My
Lord.
lord. And with
My
that,
Lord.
we're going to go into prayer.
Oh, Lord, this is hilarious.
Oh!
Bishop, go
Y'all
ahead and take
listen,
us on.
Oh! That's my
My
Joe
Lord.
Heavenly
Oh, my.
Father.
Mhm.
Come on,
You
let's
still
pray.
there with us?
Gracious and eternal Father, Lord, we
Gracious.
just thank you. We thank you for your goodness. We thank you for being good to us, oh God. Lord, we thank you for getting us here to this place safely. And we thank you for everyone who's watching and everyone who will watch. Father, we just ask that you bestow a special blessing for everyone here and everyone watching in the virtual audience. And this we give you all the praise, honor, glory, and victory. In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Should we say save K
Wow.
in the prayer next week?
Say.
Save K.
Oh, whatever.
Say, sanctified, put up with Holy Ghost, and have the power of speaking in tongues. Don't come
And
for
the
me.
power of speaking in tongues, power,
Yes.
the power to
She
make
said
you
when
speak
she
in
was
tongues.
actively dating.
I said actively.
Mm-hmm. Actively.
Hey, you know, we got to stay relevant, especially when you got these hot topics.
Ooh.
Child, y'all heard about Bryant James and fell out at USC. He went into cardiac arrest.
No, I ain't
So
about
young.
that. What happened?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
just practicing.
He's practicing.
He was just practicing and he fell out.
You fell out.
So I was gonna ask a
No, I'm just
question.
gonna say, heart disease is real, and we don't pay attention to that stuff. Because until I went through it, I sure didn't think that was wrong. I knew I had, the ability to have high blood pressure because it ran in my family. So I think we just don't pay attention to those things. Because a lot of times, I know even in my mom's case, she had been having many strokes and heart attacks for years, and nobody knew. And when she would go to the doctor, she wouldn't tell people. And I feel like that's a lot of the things you think about this athlete who is trying to make this name for himself and stuff. You'll push your body beyond the place and not tell people because you know your whole family is dependent on you. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, and you don't say the things that you need to say. This hurt, this bothered me. I had black spots when I had a headache. I seen black spots or different things like that. I know for me that my blood pressure been I've gotten it under control. But
Wonderful.
at one point it was bad where literally I couldn't see. My vision would go in and out because my blood pressure was so high and my head would be hurting so bad. So like that's what I'm saying. But again, that was happening for a while, and I was just putting it to migraines versus just being like, take your butt to the doctor.
And just to understand, he's the oldest child, right? But
That's
both of them
correct.
play basketball, the oldest
This is
and
true.
the other one, right?
Yeah, this is Bronny Jr. This is
Yeah, so I'm
Bronny
saying both.
Jr.
I know it's his son, so it's but both his kids play basketball. Because I saw him post one kid saying my twin, but then he posted another kid playing piano, and that's the one that had the heart attack.
LeBron
Yeah,
James.
That's the
son,
one
his
that
son.
Oh, I missed all that.
Yeah.
So
I just
my
realized
question-
you talking about LeBron. You said Bronny. I'm like, that sounds like LeBron James.
Yeah,
So my
his son.
question about that is,
Yes, sir. Y'all know I ain't into that though.
my question about that is, should either one of them, Bronny Sr. or Bronny Jr., even play basketball again?
Yes, they should.
Bronny Sr., should he focus more on being a dad to his son? Not saying that he's not.
That's
but
what you're
just-
saying.
Just being.
That's what you're implying.
It was a minor setback, right? Like Kay said, you gotta check
Not at
yourself,
all.
but
But
also
I mean, a dad like a regular dad where basketball is not even a focus. Just
That's gonna be a hard place, and the only reason I would say that, like, I do get where you're going, but the only reason I would say that is your daddy is LeBron James.
Well,
And no,
what?
wait. I'm saying because of that, I didn't even have a daddy, right? But there's still an internal thing that I've seen with kids who have fathers and kids who do not, who we look for a certain level of validation and being proud. So even if his dad was like, hey, I'm not going to do this, or I'm going to, you know, I want to focus on being a dad. Because from everything that I've ever heard about LeBron, he's an awesome father. From his wife saying it, like, you know, he really does put that time in with his family. But I feel like if that's where he sees himself, because I feel like Brian coming upon retirement for real, like just in, not even just in being old, he's done it.
and
He's
see,
done what he needs to do.
that's what I was headed towards, because like LeBron James, I mean, he's multi championship winner. He's the leading scorer in NBA history.
one of the greats.
You really ain't doing nothing but chasing Michael Jordan, and you ain't gonna catch him. So like my thing is like even with the chasing of Michael Jordan, you don't really have nothing to prove. Nothing.
But
You
the
don't have
question is
nothing
this though,
left
is
to
he
prove.
really chasing Michael Jordan, or has he set a goal for himself and challenging himself? We can't say he's just chasing Michael Jordan and he should, you know, sit down and focus on his kids because this one thing.
That's your
opinion.
No, but it's my opinion, but that's the only player that they say is better than LeBron. So he's chasing him.
Yeah,
But you
But
can stay
also-
and play
but
and
also-
try to get more championships.
But
like,
more than anything else, LeBron is a man and a father.
absolutely,
And
that's the
as
part.
a man and as a father, your job is to provide for your family. Now we know that LeBron never has to work again a day in his life.
Ever.
We get it. However, as a man, you have to show that, hey, hard work, do this all your life. That is the unfortunate weight that is on the shoulders of every man.
But has he not shown that though? Like multiple businesses,
Sure. And
multiple
if his son
endorsement
needs
deals,
that attention,
lifetime deal with Nike,
if
like
his
his
son
basketball.
and if his son needs that attention, I'm sure LeBron will stop everything if it meant making his son better.
Yeah.
But I think it's more important to continue to show the example of, hey, I can do more than one thing. I can work and I can take care of my family. I can be a great father and be a great husband. I can take care of myself. You know, and it's a juggling act for all of us.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
matter of fact, LeBron has more luxury than me and you, because me as a father, I can't stop working. You know, just because
Don't have it to attract.
That's why I ain't been here on Monday.
Get bigger.
Working.
Work.
And it's
That's why
just
he
me
been
right
he
now.
been working. That's see how he double talking.
Been working. No leisure whatsoever.
Well,
I can see if I was on the beach posting stuff like me with sand and everything, feet all in the sand, but
It sounded a little shady.
your boy been on that drum set,
Right,
grinding.
with the celebrities and the stars with the VIP treatment. I'm just saying, it still was work, but you know, going there.
I had to go find it.
I'm just saying, since
but
you
in
want
all
to throw
seriously,
Eric
though,
under the bush, you
When
know,
we
I'm
see
trying
what
to see.
DeMar Hamlin did
Oh, that's
today,
What DeMar Hamlin do?
because DeMar Hamlin was at practice today. He was in the pads. He was running around. This is the same guy who had the massive cardiac arrest on the field against the Cincinnati Bengals on that in the middle of that game. He basically died on the field.
Yeah.
He's back at practice. He's running around. He's gonna play. You know what I'm saying?
We all need that shit.
And so Bronny James is only 18 years old. You know, we don't know what was going on with him. He could have had a sports drink. You know what I'm saying? He could have had a pre-workout or something like that. Just spiked his heart rate, blood pressure, like Kay McCall said. He could have been experiencing dizziness previously. We just don't know. But with him being only 18 years old, and he's been playing basketball for a long, long time. They got the best doctors out there at USC. They doctors is better than any of our doctors. And that ain't including LeBron James doctors.
Absolutely.
He probably got a doctor right there at the house as soon as you wake up. Hey, how you doing? Let me take your blood pressure.
Yeah, sure. And for the blessing,
You see what I'm saying? So, this man
daddy
worth $1 billion.
didn't pay the house to be the boss. Yeah, he got a
So,
big house come out of
I'm
work.
pretty sure before he takes the court again, he gonna be got the clearance of about 35 doctors and his mama, because you know his mama sitting over there like he ain't finna do
Come on,
nothing.
down.
Yeah.
So
happening.
I guarantee you, there's somebody in there overruling everybody. Her name is Savannah James, and she is saying, as of right now, your buddy's gonna be in the bed, and mama gonna take real good care of you. And that's all we're gonna hear about that until he step on the court again.
And he probably is a mama's boy too.
Well, I'm just saying, he gotta be a mama's boy.
Most boys are.
I gotta say this though about that. So Joe just put out the topic, and this is true. This happened in the gym. I go to a gym. It's very high intensity. It's Equip Fitness on Metropolitan, if you're in the area. And this girl came in the gym, and she starts to put her pre-workout in her water. And one of the trainers was watching her, and he literally stopped everything and put her out of the class because of that. He said, you're supposed to drink that no less than 30 minutes before you get here, not as you walk in the door. And he was like, you're not about to have her. He like literally put her out. It was like a whole scene.
They were liability. Goodbye.
Yeah, because that pre-workout to do
And
that
he
thing,
probably saved her life.
he probably did. He
And
probably
that'd be the
did.
problem. Everybody want to do all of these different things because, like, y'all know now, I'm working out with a trainer. That's why on Mondays, y'all be seeing me in this workout wear, and that's why I got this thing around my head.
You look good,
It's
girl.
itches
You look
going.
good.
The analytics say that the brethren is appreciated.
Hey, girl.
Listen,
She
listen,
look good.
listen. But
At least you wasn't in Pound Town.
Here you go with that. Here you go with that.
anyway.
I made a little post just for Joe this week.
Oh Lord.
You saw it, right?
No.
You saw it. Yes, you did, because you
But-
laughed.
Oh, maybe I ain't maybe. Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pound Town fun, so you got a little pound cake. And
Well,
Right. Exactly. That was funny.
Our
But wait.
online journalist Ashley says, yeah, those pre-workouts aren't meant to be taken for cardio.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was what I was fixing to get to. What about the fact that a lot of times people are taking these different supplements, they're, buying different things that they're looking to get certain results from, but they don't really do their research, or even with exercise. Like, I've definitely been to the gym before. I've definitely worked out, thought I was killing it when I was working out and things of that nature. And now me working out with a trainer, like a real trainer, not somebody that just know how to go lose weight, like a really formal trainer. Girl, I realized some of the exercises I've been doing wrong. Like when I'm doing my sits and stands with my weights and stuff, and I'm actually gonna start getting content, because I've been in the gym too much to not be getting some content. I used to think that is crazy, but yes, I'm taking y'all on a journey with me. But anyway, doing it and learning to lift with my heels versus my toes. Learning that when I'm doing my leg press, that I need to let my legs go out versus straight in. Like, just different things like that, and how we are putting extra strain and stress on our body or our knees or whatever the case may be. I can definitely tell the difference, because listen, the first 2 weeks of me getting back in the gym with my trainer, I could not sit on the toilet without holding the wall. Literally, because them legs was on fire.
My legs is on fire. Speaking of legs being on fire, did y'all see little Genesis on stage with his mama Alicia Keys and his Crocs? Like, you ain't throwing nothing at my mama.
I said that to my friend today. I said that he was not playing with
He
Crocs.
was like, look, he had his hands in his pocket. He was like, try something if you want to. I guarantee I'll jump off this
Yeah, because people
stage.
have been crazy.
Let me tell you what's really so funny about that. So I'm actually connected to that family because of Swiss. Because I used to do his mom's hair, and I did her hair for their wedding. I was all in these magazines, all of this different stuff, and so that's really like my family. I call it Mama Kim, then my brothers. When I tell you the laugh I had with Dre, which is the baby boy, like I was like, "Look, man, it's really serious." He was like, "Sis, like that, he's not playing." Because when I seen my message like, "Is this for real?" Because you know I'm social, not media, so a lot of stuff I miss. But I was like, whoa.
He was straight face on stage.
I'm just worried about what makes people so comfortable to throw stuff at artists. I mean, the first person they threw something at was Lotto.
Yeah, they threw Lotto.
They threw something at her and she went off. Then
I seen some Carly, some of that
they threw at the white guy and he was bleeding. Watermelon.
Why are you throwing stuff at people? Your mama didn't teach you nothing. Who raised you?
And then Cardi B threw the mic and hit the wrong person. So the person she hit is now suing her. So it's kind of like.
Well, on that, I ain't trying to be funny. I'm not. I'm sorry. But if you hit me with something and I ain't did nothing to you, I'm suing yo.
And I'm with her.
All right.
Analyst, honey. I'm suing. I'm
calling
suing
Jay Sanders.
Now. I'm coming to where you
Shout out to Jay Sanders. And shout out to our $1 million sponsor, Fiji Water. Fiji water is untouched. It comes from the sustainable ancient aquifer deep within the earth on the island of Fiji. Bottled at its source, nature pressurized the forces of the water towards a sealed delivery system directly into your bottle. They ship this stuff straight from Fiji. And if you believe that, I got $1 million in my pocket. Okay.
They say it does. I got $1 million in my pocket that says it does come from Fiji.
That being said,
y'all better know how to run a commercial.
Shout out to Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubens. He passed away. Some people say again. You know,
I said it again. I felt so bad. I said the same thing.
Yeah, some people say that already happened, but you know what I'm saying. But shout out to Pee Wee Herman.
I just love me.
If it weren't for Pee Wee Herman, we wouldn't have tight suits now. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot, because tight suits actually came from France.
You know what I'm saying? Them tight suits were with
Talking about
them little bow ties. Pee Wee Herman, he was the only one doing that at that time.
Italian, bro. He was just doing that. Was the nerd. That was all that was. The tight suit was hollering Goodwill too little. That was all that was. The real slim cut suit came from.
Y'all remember that dance?
Yeah, we remember.
I remember the Pee Wee Herman dance. They reminded me so much of the Urkel dance. I was confused.
That his hands was higher than Urkel's. Well before. This is true. Urkel was a secondary nerd.
Well, I mean, since Ed is here and everything, we can do a little bit of sports talk. Y'all know.
I thought we did. I don't know the comments we just talked about was about sports. What happened?
No, it was. You know, he been late to he been tardy to the party.
Don't be tardy for the party.
The fact that I know this song.
In the NBA, Stephen Curry says that there are multiple GOATs in basketball. Do you agree?
Yes.
Who
don't agree?
I do not.
Why?
I do not. Because
some people say that's not.
The greatest of all time means the greatest of all time. It don't mean, it's not, it doesn't stand for great of all time. It stands for the greatest. So there should be only one.
There can only be
No, I definitely disagree.
You can have the greatest.
You can have the greatest of your time. You can have the greatest of my time. I disagree.
And you can have the greatest of all time. And you can have the greatest in
overall.
You know, a particular area.
But he said the greatest, the GOAT. So
I feel like
it's
it's a transition.
Yeah, I think they're thinking too literal because think about it in the music world. We would call Whitney Houston a GOAT, but we'd also call Aretha Franklin a GOAT.
We would also call Michael a GOAT.
We would definitely call Michael a
Michael's
GOAT.
definitely the GOAT.
We would call Beyonce a GOAT. So it's kind of like
Prince.
I say
Basketball is different though.
no, it's the same. We have different stars, and the stars shine at different times. You got Michael Jordan. You got LeBron James. You got Steph Curry. You got AI. So you have like everybody.
And it's also that, and a GOAT, in my opinion, is based on who you think it is. It is words that we say like, oh, some people was never Bulls fans, so they undeniable. It's not undeniable them to say it's Jordan. It's some people that was saying that LeBron not a GOAT because he left Cleveland. Like I just feel like it just depends on the person. Everybody have different point of view.
What was that old basketball player that everybody used to go? His name was like Dr. J or something. Like people are saying
you know about a Dr. J?
like it just depends on like
Shout out
what
to
you had in
Julius
your
Erving.
life.
He lives
Larry
in
Bird. Like it depends on what you had in your life.
I think
Walt
Julius
Chamberlain.
Erving is still
Yeah.
dunking. I think.
What's the man that Michael Jordan had all the beef with? Very handsome. Isaiah
Thomas.
Yeah, like it's different people. Like
Look at I got some names, huh?
I used to watch basketball when I was in like high school.
Yeah.
Every day.
Now I just feel like
NBA analyst.
now I just feel like if I ain't at the game, I ain't watching.
Yeah, I know all the old people. I don't know these new people. So.
I mean, but I do believe like Steph Curry is the greatest 3-point shooter of all time. Would you say that he's a GOAT from a 3-point shooting standpoint? From a overall shooting standpoint? You got Ray Allen. You got Glenn Rice.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just playing back.
No, you do got Glenn. You got Glenn. You got
I would not.
Jamal Crawford.
I would not make him a GOAT. I would not make him.
But I'm saying great 3-point shooter. You got Kenny Anderson was a great 3-point shooter. Chris Mullins, like I mean, I can go on and on about it, but my thing is
started getting into the real sports talk.
My thing is when
Ray
it
Allen made me think of he got game, and I was saying Jesus,
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Okay, so when it comes to the GOAT, this is just my opinion. When I'm looking at Michael Jordan versus LeBron James, even though he did everything he did, Stephen Curry also did what he did during LeBron James' era. No other player stood out like no other player won like that in Michael Jordan's era. He shut the whole era down, is what I'm saying. So
I would agree.
Like,
I think most of us on this panel would agree that Jordan is the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
If you want to, from a stats and all that stuff standpoint.
So if you break it down, I do agree that there are multiple greats at different things. So
But not multiple.
Because will we not say that Kobe is a
the
GOAT?
greatest, huh?
So Kobe, we wouldn't say Kobe was a GOAT?
Kobe is right there with Michael Jordan. Kobe belongs. See this, and here's my thing. Kobe belongs in the conversation with Jordan more than LeBron does.
I think all three of them could be in the conversation. Yeah, all three of them could be in the conversation. I think all three of them can. LeBron did what needed to be done. He carried the torch.
He has
It's like
understood us.
Jordan, Kobe.
That boy good.
That boy good.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Give him his props. Y'all be wanting LeBron just to. What y'all want? Why y'all make him got a big forehead?
I'm just
Like y'all be wanting LeBron. Y'all just be wanting LeBron.
Shade on the hairline.
What they saying?
I have one. Shade on the hairline.
It's like when these finals play, all people thought they was wanting him to retire.
Let's go bald. Let's cut it all off, man.
I think you got a problem with people that got growing foreheads.
But all that money he got, and you ain't did hair replacement. Like you can afford hair replacement.
Chris Brown never got his teeth fixed. His teeth separate. Chris Brown. People like what they like. He like like his headline.
That's a lie. Because if he did, he would stop letting them do the follicle thing and make it seem like
Right.
So
that's exactly what it is, the follicle thing.
You know who else? Why we
She
talking
said
about
the
this?
follicle thing.
Have terrible hair to me.
Who?
Terrible hair?
Terrible hair.
Oh,
Who's
terrible
terrible
hair. I thought you said terrible hair. That would have been.
Kevin Durant. KD.
Y'all done made the bishop get up and walk away.
KD needs some
Y'all done made the
CB.
bishop, the whole bishop get up and walk away.
Every soldier got his own path, huh?
You got them couple buds in the back of his
When
head.
I see that man head, I can't even watch him on TV. I be like, he was homeless.
Oh, I know he look like,
You
he
do.
look homeless.
Yeah,
I
he
think
look
about James Harden.
And I don't even care when he
These
dressed
couple
up, he
buds.
still look homeless. You know how like you when we was in school, it's always the tall, lanky boys that be good at basketball. Like just the ones whose arms be like that. Like they arms and their whole body look
Down
like
to
if
the
you had a
ground.
lynch. Like it's like their legs and their arms the same length.
Yeah. Yeah, he does look homeless. I used to think the same about James Harden. I used to feel like he looked homeless. I feel like Derrick Rose used to look
He's
like.
homeless. He's homeless. He's out there playing basketball for money. La da dee da da, la da dee da da. Y'all don't even know nothing about that. That's before y'all youngsters'
I
time.
remember some what is it? What happened? Cornbread. Y'all remember that?
Who killed Cornbread? I mean, Cornbread early?
Yeah.
They shot Cornbread. He was
Poor
Cornbread
Cornbread got shot.
Y'all
I just seen that pretty recently.
Like
Like
that
there
was
was
some
something.
throwbacks today.
That's a good.
So I got one more thing, and then I got a question about
Okay.
hip hop.
Hip hop.
College football. Can UGA be the first team in college football history to win 3 in a row?
Who
Ooh.
is UGA? University of Georgia?
University of Georgia.
Go Dogs! By the
I'm
way.
gonna say this.
They highly favored.
It's really possible, but the only reason why I'm going to say no is the same reason why I'm gonna say no to my team, Ohio State, and I'm gonna say the same no to Alabama.
Oh, no.
Okay, and that's because we don't know what in the haberdashery and hemoglobin any of these quarterbacks is gonna do. You had CJ Stroud go to the pros. You had Bryce Young get chosen number 1. You had Stetson Bennett even get drafted. None of these big time teams know who they say they know, but until you get smacked in the mouth, we really don't know what you are. So in my opinion, the teams to beat this year is USC with Caleb Williams. He won the Heisman Trophy, and I'm even gonna say that name of that team up north because they got, I don't even talk about them with that QRST. It's one of them LNOP.
Something they got to
Itch again.
Yeah.
That team up north.
Itching again.
Oh, he got the M on his shirt, but it don't stand for Michigan. But I'm sorry, I ain't
It's
say that.
mainly because they don't know who they quarterback. Now, if that boy come out and he start lighting it up and
Which he is.
throwing it all over the field, and
I don't
but that SEC is different. So, but that's just my opinion. Shout out to Georgia. Y'all go ahead and do it. Bust them in the mouth on 3. We ready for
Absolutely.
football. You know what I'm saying?
Are you ready for some?
And by the way, Georgia UGA has recruited. They're on track to be the best. 2024 is to be the best recruiting class in college football history.
That's amazing.
Everybody wants to come to Georgia.
That's really good.
We full.
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play.
Everybody can't come to the AB.
We
We
full.
know y'all
We
trying to come.
full. Matter of fact, we're deporting. We're full.
K McCole said don't come, but y'all keep coming. Y'all
You
keep
coming,
coming to
y'all
Georgia.
going to Athens. But
y'all
just know
keep coming to
ATL, Atlanta, Georgia, the city side.
They only be here for a couple
We
of years.
full.
They only be here a couple of years.
Full. Our highways can't take no more. Our
Oh
parking
my
spaces
God,
can't
Kamala
take
Harris talking about
no
saying, don't
more.
come. Don't come.
Don't come.
Well, we do
We're
want somebody.
gonna omit those last 2 statements, but my question about hip hop. This is probably a question that y'all have all heard before, but I had this conversation in the barbershop a couple of weeks ago because I know I ain't. I don't look like that.
Oh my God.
My barber been out of town. Don't nobody else touch my head. Other way. Don't nobody else touch my head except my barber. But when it's done though, it be right.
I'm telling you, I'm ocean sick because
if y'all knew how shady these people at the table are.
Come on with the question.
Yeah.
The question is Biggie or Tupac?
Here you go. And love a debate, y'all. And like controversy.
Hey,
and here he come with the mess.
And I'm gonna
Biggie or Tupac?
I'm gonna answer the
Doing
question,
what?
and I'm gonna answer it truthfully. These are the views of Erica. It depends on what mood I'm in.
Okay, so these are the views of Capitol, and you can take it however you want it. Please come see by me if you feel this way.
Ain't nobody come
The
see by you.
truth of the matter is, in my opinion, while they both are great, they both had great talents. It goes back to that same greatest of all times comment that we just got through having. It depends on where you're from and how you feeling, and that's just the truth. Because the truth of the matter is, while yes, they were a part of, you know, how hip hop was started, you know, just all of those things. But if we be very honest, neither one of them wasn't moving so much. It's so many other things that have happened since then. They didn't even live a long, long time to make. They were just a big part of when it was a beefing and all of these different things. Yeah. But I feel like if people really go back through the discography, through the history of the fights and all of that kind of stuff.
That's why I say it depends on the mood, because Biggie had the club hits. Tupac don't have that many club hits, but Tupac has like the conscious rap.
Tupac had club hits.
He definitely has club hits.
He don't have as many as Biggie.
He may not have as many as Biggie, but I also feel like him being in New York, because the truth of the matter is a lot of the stuff. The truth of the matter is a lot of the stuff that happened between Tupac and Biggie was on mixtapes and was stuff that people knew who was actually having to deal with it. On the back end, we caught a lot of stuff, and by the time we caught it, they was dead.
No shade to anybody here, but I think I clubbed the most. So what's the Tupac song that they play in the club?
Lay hands right now.
What's the
you right there by the bishop talking about you club.
You know.
Baby, I was in club and you was still at school.
One thing I club the most now.
If you
they can play Hypnotized, they play It Was All a Dream. But what Tupac song they gonna drop?
If you drop, as soon as you hit California Love, if you drop Hail Mary, that oh Lord,
okay, so listen, that's I'm not even gonna lie, no shade to Tupac. I love Tupac, y'all know that. Like I just said, if I want some conscious rap, I listen to Tupac. He's one of my favorites. But the truth is, that's my go get my drink song. Cause all I'm do is rap it while I'm walking to the bar. But if I wanna, it's gonna be a Biggie song.
What Biggie song?
Any of them. Biggie, can't you see?
I would say if
I used to read World Magazine, I'm gonna just be dancing.
I will say that if there was a versus between the two, Biggie would probably win because he have more hits that people know and they can dance. Because I feel like that's how I just feel like that's how verses be won, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It be the ones that you get more crowd participation.
I think it depends on.
Oh no, he got more records.
Because I don't like when they did Babyface versus Teddy. I don't think either one of them won. So I think it depends on who the versus is. Like Erica definitely smashed Jill in that verse.
Women say who?
Erica Badu smashed Jill in that verse. If we going by hits. If we going by what the criteria that you just said hits, Erica smashed Jill.
I don't know about that, baby. I don't know. That would be a little bit of a draw for me.
And see that, and we also got to count. Keep in mind that Biggie only did 3 records.
And that's why I said what I said.
Tupac still can release records like he's got.
Yeah,
an innumerable amount of songs that he's done, but I think both of them, they both had Dang, where's my dump button?
It was passionate.
Where's my dump button?
Yeah, she was passionate. Anyway, she already gave y'all the disclaimer that these was
yeah, she did. She did.
When you talking about
if we talking about lyricists, I think
and
like if you was to sit both of them.
She said that how white people be rapping black
And the N-word.
Regular.
I'm a bounce back. I'm coming back. But if we was to sit Tupac and Biggie right next to each other and said just go, I think Biggie would get Tupac just off the top of the dome. But Tupac sitting down writing, he was a storyteller, and I say Biggie was a storyteller, but he had. To me, Biggie's flow is the way he played with the words as.
I'm embarrassed. I can't.
You embarrassed for saying that, but you're not embarrassed about talking about how you was going to the bar with your drink. I'm just saying.
See, this is why I need the camera so I can zoom in.
It's all good. Let me tell you something.
That's the great part
when
about
you're talking about things like this.
We be laughing at
You're talking about my bad.
I brought that spirit in.
He brought
chose
in
violence. He chose violence.
When people are great in their own right, you know, it kind of is what it is. Yeah. I have them both in my playlist. You know, as soon as I get it's a corner which I feel like riding to. If I'm going down to Macon, I might drop that Tupac. If I'm riding down to Columbus, I might drop Biggie. Both of them is my ride music. So I come from an era where we actually had good music. I'm not sure what these young people gonna listen to in another 20 years. I guess they old school is gonna be Pound Town.
Well, the truth
I think everything comes full circle.
Young kids like these songs. 'Cause let me tell you something. My nephew is about to go to college, right? And he's going to Valdosta State. Is it Valdosta State?
Yeah.
No, not Valdosta State. He's going to Albany State.
Albany State. The Rams, go Rams.
And when we went down there, all the songs that I've danced to in the club, the kids was in there dancing. And I'm that auntie. Like, so I was in there and they was doing, and they was like, go auntie. And my nephew was looking at me like, and then he just, no, because he know better. Don't be embarrassed to me, baby, because I'll show you embarrassed. He was like, we took him and his friend, he gonna look at me and he's talking about, that's just my auntie. That's just who she is. It's just who she is.
At least we got quality music. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm talking about they was dancing like the old stuff that made us dance in the club. Like,
I mean, they old
stuff like that. I'm looking at them like, what do y'all even know about this? Like these kids just now going to college. So
they old school.
Ashley says, Lord. I think that's in response to your.
She said, "Fix it, Jesus."
And then she said, "Hey, go Rams."
Yeah, she's an Albany State graduate. Shout out to the Rams, Albany State. Down there, it's getting ready to be football season.
Congratulations.
Oh, well, good. Actually, we can carpool because I'm gonna need to go down there.
Football is back.
Definitely down there.
Woo! We shout out to.
Now I love football, so if anybody have children that play football, anything, I'm a big supporter of that. The fact that man is all out of school and grown, like I had a new something with his name on it, everything. I feel like every week when he was in school. So yeah, I love football season. I like basketball, but I'm a get out there and yell, and I'm gonna be loud. So I prefer to be outside. So
why you go ahead and be yelling and loud? We just gonna go ahead and turn it all over to everybody that's out there with your Cosmos. And we're going to just go ahead and turn this over to a convo. And we're going to go ahead and go with Kay McCole and her convo or entertainment information. So shout out to Kay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let us know what's happening out there in these YouTube and entertainment streets.
Y'all, so we kind of already touched on it because we were talking about how these fans have got real audacious in the fact that they throwing stuff at people that you paid to come and see. And I'm just trying to figure out again, who raised you? Like, how dare you come and throw something at somebody? Now, that part about the fact that the lady is suing Cardi, I would be suing your butt too. Ma'am. But on the same token, everybody should have jumped on the lady.
Everybody.
If the lady got hit with the microphone, I probably still would be suing Cardi, but I would have been beating the brakes off the lady who threw that thing next to me. That I was even in the vicinity. You could have warned us. You ain't. Right. Cardi is for real from the street. She really from the hood in real life. You better stop testing the gangster
That
of
is
these
true.
people. Listen, money is new to them. Hood ain't.
Okay, y'all saw what Monica did.
Girl.
The man hit the woman.
Hit
and
the
Monica
woman.
came
She
off the
jumped
stage.
straight
She
off
was
the
calling
stage.
for
Now,
the
she don't
jumped
play
off the
like
It
that.
was taking too long, so baby, she jumped off the stage.
Yeah, and had him escorted
And
out.
him escorted out.
She don't listen. She doesn't listen.
That's
and
Atlanta
not even go
finest
out to
too.
that, because that's a. I done
Don't
hung
play.
with, in them circles with Monica. She don't play the radio, especially not that. She don't play like that. She a real ATL girl, for real.
ATL.
But yeah, that was one thing. This is not celebrity news, but this was really something funny to me, especially now that Markell has an iPhone. He's officially upgraded to iPhone Nation.
What?
And I put this in our group chats, but I don't know if y'all seen it. Or maybe I just sent it to you. About the Indian couple who sold their 8-month-old baby for an iPhone.
What?
You got to be kidding
He
me.
did what?
Because they want to put up.
Because they wanted to put up content. Content is paying so much now that this Indian couple sold their 8-month-old baby
I saw
for
that.
an iPhone.
I saw that.
Interesting.
Listen, I get it.
Sad.
I get wanting to have the blue boxes. I get wanting to have the multiple screens. I get the quality of all of that.
Wow.
But you don't lost your rabbit mind.
Definitely.
I mean,
Also,
iPhone,
the
alright.
baby.
It's
It's
alright.
alright.
It's
All the
worth-
I mean, it ain't.
worth the 8-month-old.
It ain't.
My baby.
Not
Not
my
my
baby. Not when I had. Listen, I don't know what your birth look like.
I'm gonna Google
I don't know.
pictures first.
Listen, I just iPhone,
It ain't that serious.
and it wasn't a new one.
It was old.
Oh no.
That cheap.
Not to say that the
Was
new
it,
one
was
wasn't.
was it really day baby or
It was Dave
Yeah,
baby.
baby.
Because you know that trafficking stuff is going on.
It was Dave baby.
Wow.
And what I have to say there, because y'all know I'm a proud member of motherhood.
Oh yes.
Proud member
Mhm.
of motherhood. That they should have strung y'all up by iPhone chargers. They should have hung y'all with iPhone chargers.
Oh,
let me go back and say it one more time, just in case
This is
y'all
not
want
the
some
views of Jericho
clarity.
No Walls.
But it's definitely the views of K. McCall. Let me repeat that. The fact that you are willing to sell a child, and all these people out here that want babies, all these people out here that want to love on somebody, and you were willing to sell your child, and then go back to the trafficking piece. They don't know what was going to happen to their baby.
It's true.
They don't.
For an iPhone, the fact that you was even stupid enough to even entertain that conversation. Yes, I said it. They should have strung y'all up with iPhone cords.
Oh, wasn't it a few more dollars?
They probably wouldn't even hung, because y'all know anything about them chargers, they suck, they break something. See, that's what I broke. Another note.
That's why she said several.
Several. Yeah, seriously.
Oh.
Because life is too hard to come by for so many people. Listen, these babies gonna be asking to be here, but y'all want to get down and practice. What was that you said this week? Go from pound town to a pound cake. Listen, yeah, I just feel like we gotta just. Everybody ain't meant to be a parent, and that's just the truth. I really feel like they should be fixing people easy. I feel like there should be something. If you feel like you don't want to be a parent, don't procreate, like all of those things, you should be able to be fixed. And I say that for men and for women. Stop bringing children in the world that y'all don't want, ain't gonna take care of, don't want to love on. Like, just stop. Like, stop it. All those things being said, these are the views of K. McCall.
Now, if you just want to know, because there's a scripture for that, K. McCall.
What's the scripture?
It says, "Suffer the little children and forbid them not to come unto me, for that is the kingdom of heaven." We have to realize that the kingdom of heaven is actually at hand, and children are the gateway to that kingdom. They're so innocent, they're so pure, they don't ask to be here. But when they do come, God does give them a soul and a spirit so that they can make it through this world. But we want to make sure we look after the baby, because Trick love the kids.
God, listen, God.
And so does Jericho.
Yes.
Jericho
But
love the
listen,
kids, man.
God covered children and foods. But dumb as hell is uncovered. That's all I'm saying.
Say that again.
Dumb as hell is not covered.
It ain't covered.
It ain't
You know what?
covered.
That's a shirt.
It might,
That's
but
a
it ain't
shirt.
covered. And again, I say these are the views of K McCole, and it is what it is. I'm still a part of Jericho No Walls Nation, but yeah, something I don't play about is these kids.
It's a lot of views.
Y'all know
in the
my
city.
sister Kay lives in motherhood on the
Listen.
corner of mess around and find out.
And Jericho,
So,
we don't play
Listen.
about the kids. We love the
Mess
children.
around and find out. Listen, I'm at the
these
gates
children are
of motherhood. I'm at the gates.
Well,
While we
they're
on
definitely
this
the
subject,
baby.
while we on this subject of kids, has anybody seen the movie The Sound of Freedom?
We were discussing that
I
last
talked
week.
about that, yeah.
I watched it.
It was one of our hot topics last week.
I saw it and like I actually teared up during the movie. It is
I have to
so sad how many kids are being trafficked.
Yeah, so I haven't watched
So
it, and the reason I can't watch it is the same reason I can't watch racially motivated movies.
Yeah.
Because it raised something up in me
Yeah.
that God ain't finished dealing with me about. So, to keep me out of jail and out of hell.
That's why I don't go to strip clubs, because it raised something in me that I just ain't feeling dealing with. Something raised up in me so strong. Be strong and mighty.
Might have to put this on.
Mighty and powerful.
Can I make a confession while we sitting over this having this talk
I
about
cannot.
Pound Town, Pound Cake, and
My
why we
whole
don't go to
shirt
strip
coming loose on
clubs?
my head. Jesus help us.
And even though I don't go to strip clubs, I do not frequent those establishments. It's not because I feel like there's anything wrong with it.
Oh, we love strippers.
Man,
I was scolding it.
you should have passed it
We're
on.
not just a church, man. We're a city, man. We gotta have
Here we
everybody,
go.
man.
I do
Here we
have
go
a couple
right
of
here.
favorite ratchet songs.
Here we go right here.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
What's your favorite Richard
One
song?
of I have two of them. One of them is bands to make a dance.
Bands will make a dance.
Yeah, I know the song. Yeah,
That's
you
a
know
really
my
good.
song
That's a
is
really good strip club song.
Whenever I feel the need to exhibit my stripper qualities.
Okay, what's yours?
That's not
Is what is it's the song with Drake and Lil Wayne.
What's that?
There's so many dresses.
The one that said
It is a lot of them.
some tell you it's real. She looked back at me.
Say you will.
Yeah.
Is
You
that
won't, maybe you will.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
but then again, maybe
She
she
will.
will.
Do it for a realist in the
Yeah.
game right now. She will.
See, I mean, that's nice,
All right, what's your favorite?
but break it up is better.
Baby, come on.
I tell all ready it up.
Break it down.
Back it up.
I didn't even know that was what that was.
Gucci.
Oh!
Now, the one that go all the way back. What's
Somebody said,
8 ball
okay,
MJG?
8 ball MJ, she should take us back, baby.
Girl with no clothes,
Oh,
shaking.
Space age pimp.
I'm not even gonna give y'all mine because it's just too much.
I can give y'all mine.
That song needs to be on BET
Y'all
on the
want
cut.
mine?
What's yours?
From the window to the sweat trap, my.
Well, today's sermon notes will be coming from.
That's a good one, Joe. Woo! 369.
Hey, I don't visit strip clubs often, but
What I do.
what I do?
That's how like Bishop yesterday, you know how he do the birthday song and all of this, and you were just at his party and we was all lit, right? And that was what he said. He was like, y'all can't be mad, I don't get to go to the lounge no more. This is how I get down. Listen, so I ain't mad.
Yeah, I don't frequent those places
You ain't
anymore.
gotta freak with him for us
Ashley
to
did
make your
confirm
legs
that the
shake.
name of the song is She Will.
She will.
She will.
Thank you,
Listen.
Ashley,
Do it
our
for
residential writer. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We're really thankful for
The
that.
Jericho residential.
And we really want to thank Kay McCole for her special shout out, what she did. all of her Cosmos, because she got Cosmos and combos out there. Everybody having Cosmos when K jump on. So, we know what y'all doing out there, because sometimes, often as y'all do that, y'all do it in remembrance, but I ain't saying nothing. You know?
Well, in the words of the Lord, do this in remembrance of me.
You know what I'm saying? But as for right now, we gotta get.
It's giving ask for me in my house. Like, what y'all ask for right now? And my second order of business.
And the second order of business, we going to these sermon notes.
Let's go with it.
Come on, Bishop, tell us what went on in the message.
Listen, we need some deliverance. So we need deliverance after this.
A little more Jesus. Hey,
Listen, y'all see how quickly they flip? I just want y'all to know.
Yes, sir. But this. Yes, sir. I ain't even trying to be
Yes,
funny.
sir. Listen.
And this is just to help some people on a real level.
help the people.
You can still love Jesus and have fun.
Yes,
Let me just get this real quick. You can still love Jesus and have fun.
Yes, you can.
And you do not have to be stuffy, and you can still be filled with the Holy Ghost. You can still speak in tongues and out of that, because if God used the backslider and the hoes and the pros in different
And
area
pimps.
codes,
Mm-hmm.
you are not exempt.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
That's
Have balance. All I'm saying is have balance.
Have
Yesterday
balance.
I went to brunch and I had
Get
this
your
cute little
balance.
outfit on. My cute little outfit was like a little crop top, but I had a little thing over it, and the girl was like, "It's giving I'm out, but I go to church." And that's what it was.
My Lord.
You know what she was really trying to say? Save hope.
She was
The other way.
We gotta help him with the
She
show.
was being straight, baby, because that's what she was trying to say.
Oh my God.
Bishop, take us to church. We
Take us
need a
back.
little bit
We
more
were just on a
deliverance.
church
Balance.
back to
Balance.
the church.
Balance.
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 Okay, so a few months ago, I did this sermon that the Lord gave to me. It says, the sermon title is, I Am the One.
Oh.
And he was.
And I referenced a movie by the name of The Matrix. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I
Came out in
remember that.
1999. And it was referring to Neo, because Neo was this prophesied Messiah
He was the chosen one.
Oh.
that was the one.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just want to talk about things that the one symbolizes.
Okay.
The actual number one symbolizes several things.
Okay.
So let's talk about what those things that it symbolizes. Number one symbolizes unity.
Unity.
The number one is a symbol of new beginnings
Mhm.
or origins of all things. Since all other numbers can be created from one by adding enough copies of it, it is a reminder to stay positive and follow your heart. You will never make it to any other digits without the number one.
You'll never make it there without number one.
Any journey that you have always has to have at least one step.
He tripped me out. He turned his pastor voice on. I just be like,
You know, that's so good that you said that though, because today my sister and I were discussing.
Just go right to sleep.
What was it? My sister and I were discussing numerology, because I'm really not familiar with it. Like I know the signs and zodiac signs, but I'm not familiar with the numbers. And so my sister kept saying, I keep seeing 333 and 444. So she literally said that this morning. Swear to God. This afternoon she sends me a meme. Okay, sorry.
that's what's wrong with
She
you.
sends
You
me-
supposed to think they be lying. You have to say.
You gotta say it. She sent me a meme.
Swear for law.
Right. She sent me a meme on Instagram that said, I keep seeing 444. I don't know if it's Wendy's or if it's Jesus. So anyway, so I laughed so hard at that. So then she called me and she texted me, I'm sorry, and then I replied. And when I replied, she said, your reply was at 333. So I said, girl, let's just stop and let's look it up. So I FaceTimed my sister and I said, let's look them all up. So I told her, well, the one I keep seeing is 111. So I said, tell me what it means. And it meant new beginnings. Starting anew. And so it's so crazy that that's your message today.
What was
444? 333 was I'm sorry, 777 was my favorite one. 333 was my second favorite. So one, honestly, I don't remember, but 777 was about
9311.
We still gonna cut that record to that. Yeah, I got you.
8575309.
That wasn't no.
That
Yeah,
was
different
not the
number.
right number.
I put Mike Jones number.
Different song.
Oh, I know it was a different song. I just
281-330-8004. That's Mike Jones.
But you gotta compound. Everything starts at one.
Everything
You know what I'm saying?
You can't get nowhere else
else.
without one.
Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the light. No man comes to the Father except he come by me. So you have to start with the one. And the one is Jesus. You may not know any other name. There's Yeshua, there's Jehovah Jireh, there's Jehovah Symphonu. You know what I'm saying? There's all names you can call for the name of Jehovah and Jesus. But if you don't know nothing else, if you can't call on no other name, you just call on the name of Jesus. Because at that name, every knee shall bow and every tongue will confess that he is Lord. So you start with that one and you keep multiplying off that one and watch God bless you.
Watch him do
Keep
it.
multiplying.
Watch him do it.
Watch him do it.
So we talked about unity.
Unity.
Well, don't forget that in unity, that there is the ability to do great things.
Right.
See, sometimes we have the sum of the parts might be good, but the sum of the parts working together as a unit can be great.
That makes sense.
Matter of fact, Bishop, this past Sunday we did sing the song Jesus. Now listen, y'all need to go check that out.
Yep, please.
It'll bless your soul.
Yeah.
But
It's still blessing mine.
but in that, Jericho is not just the church; it's a city. That's why it's a true movement. That's why it is a combination of people with different skills and different talents, different abilities coming together
In unity.
The Cup of Joe is a show, whereas we're probably great individually, but we're better together.
Yes.
And we can say that about our families, we can say that about our churches, we can say that about our communities, we can say that about our nation. You know what I mean? And the list goes on and on. It's about bringing multiple people, multiple entities together and being the one.
Woo!
Come on now. Come on now. I like
Come on
that.
now.
That's the crazy
these
thing.
United States get on that one accord.
On that
man,
one.
It's gonna be bad.
That's the crazy thing about
and if it ain't the United States, it
that's the
can
crazy
be
thing
bad.
about the number one is you can bring multiple things together that are more than just a number one, and it means number one because agreement. Agreement when everybody is, like she just said, one accord, when everybody is in agreement.
The one.
And then the one dwells in the one.
Or two or three are gathered.
You know what? I was looking at that and
The one.
I wonder why it said where there's two or three gathered. I wonder why I said where there's 2 or 3 gathered, because it only takes 2 to agree. So I had a little revelation about it. Where there's 2, there is 3.
That's good.
That's a revelation that I had about that.
That's a good
That's
revelation.
real good. That's real good. Where there's 2, there is 3. And Bishop, are you finished with your sermon notes for the night?
Well, here's my last note. My last one. Even James Brown would hit on the one.
You know what?
Bring that up.
Even James Brown will hit on the one.
Hit me!
Hey, hey, y'all had y'all moment. I can't have mine.
I love it.
I'm sorry, Bishop. I'm sorry.
Even James Brown hit on the one. Since we hitting on the one, y'all, it's almost time for us to get out of here. But before we do, we got to go to the Church of R&B.
Uh-oh.
Hey!
Y'all got y'all song?
Hey, since we going to church R&B, I'm gonna get it started.
Yeah.
And I just want y'all to know that I never knew love like this before. Now I'm lonely nevermore since you came into my life. You are my love life, this I know. And I'll never let you go. You are all and all part of me. Cause I never knew love like this before. Open my eyes. Cause I never knew love like this before. What a surprise. Cause I never knew love like this before. And after that,
I never heard that like that before.
I got one more and then I'm gonna let y'all go. This one, it says, take a minute to reevaluate all of the things that you said were special. Now I'm on a little edge about the way that you've been treating me lately. After all that we've been through, do you still love me like the way you used to? I want to know, do you still love me? Do you still love me? Shout out to Melissa Morgan and Prince.
Okay.
I got one.
Okay.
I want to know what love is.
Oh, Lord.
I got to take a little time to think things over.
Oh, Lord.
I better read between the lines
Let's read between the lines.
in case I need it when I'm older.
Wait a minute, which one?
The mountain,
Oh,
this mountain I must climb feels like a world upon my shoulders. Through the clouds I see love shine.
Uh-huh.
Keep me warm as I grow colder. In my life, there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now because I've traveled so far. This change is lonely life. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I want to feel what love is.
My kneecaps is tingling.
I know you can show me. That's one of my songs.
I've been to Pound Town.
The other song, I'm going to have to say, I Believe I Can Fly.
That's a good
You
one.
know what? Shout out to Aura Dot.
You know, guys, I'm gonna give y'all one of mine. I'm gonna give y'all one of mine right now, and then I'm gonna give y'all the second one after Kay and Markell.
Go ahead and give it.
But I'm gonna give y'all this one because I think I should have given this one last week.
Okay, last.
But when I listened to it this week, it's one of my favorites. Remember I told you guys Whitney Houston Exhale is like the standard, right? And I listen to that often. But this is my second one right behind that. And I'm gonna throw it back to the early 90s because it is Mariah Carey's Make It Happen.
Oh.
And Make It Happen to me is definitely church and R&B because she says, if you believe in yourself enough and know what you want, you can make it happen. And if you get down on your knees at night and pray to the Lord, He's gonna make it happen.
Oh.
And to me, that song is like, woo! Like even when you just listen, you definitely heard it. Make It Happen. If you didn't, we'll play it after this. But to me, that song is just a reminder that you have to. She even says it. I held on to my faith, I struggled, and I prayed, and now I finally found my way. And to me, that song is just like, yes, we have the power in us to do so much. We easily feel defeated, right? But it's just a feeling, and what we learn is feelings are not facts. And
Come
so,
on,
you
Erica
know,
J.
that sometimes that when we, like I said, we listen to R&B songs, there is a message. And to me, that message is always to continue to believe in yourself, continue to go to the Lord in prayer. And the word teaches us whatever we desire, if we believe that we will receive it, we will have it.
Oh, raise it up.
And I feel like that is that's the second standard of church R&B. Now y'all two go and I'm gonna get my last song.
She preached.
Boy,
Jesus Lord. And give her a license, Bishop.
Guess we can give you a license. Get you a little tab collar. The little one, just
The little bitty one.
look like Hitler's mustache.
Go ahead, Bishop.
So Kimberell did this album. It's called the Love Album.
That's gospel. Let me hear.
But
Let me hear.
on the Love album, she redid Love's Holiday.
That was gonna be one of mine, but I'm glad you put it.
Originally written by Earth, Wind, and Fire. She said, I need a smile, maybe then a hug, maybe your touch. Let us make it to love. All I need is a smile, maybe then a hug, maybe then a touch. Let us make it to love.
God has smiled on me.
Come on, man.
I know how to tie it in, brother.
It is listen, it's so important because God is love, right? And this is usually why these love songs often relate back to God. And who was the first artist, gospel artist that made a love song? Matter of fact, even the Clocks said Jesus is a
love
I
song.
mean, you can go further back than that. I mean, Al Green. Al Green, he's a preacher. Made a love
and
song.
happiness.
Okay.
Okay.
Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke. You know what? Y'all just made me think about something. I don't mean to interrupt this, but I just want to let y'all know. Y'all know I'm forever in the movies. Bob Marley got a movie coming.
Oh, I know. I see.
Oh,
I said,
Yeah, we
That's
talked
gonna
about
be-
it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we
That's
ready.
gonna
Okay.
be dope.
Mine is. You don't know the pain that I feel.
Okay, come on, get it together. Okay.
Taking my love for granted, and you just wanna see it your way. I feel like that's how God really be talking to us.
No, he wants to get it together.
He want us to get it together. You don't know the pain that I feel. You taking my love for granted, and you just want to see it your way. And how all the time I keep trying to show you that I'm here, I support you, I love you, I make provisions for you, but you just don't want to get it together.
Wow.
You want to see it. And I don't really want to stay and deal with you overlooking, taking me for granted. I really need to go, but I don't want to leave you because I love you.
That's a good one.
Then my other song.
Oh, the other, you got another one?
We had two.
You had to bring two?
He didn't read it. He said bring two.
Oh my Lord, I think I got another one then. Okay, all right.
He was so busy reading Pound Town that he got caught up.
Somebody put in the comments, hashtag Pound Town.
I'm gonna pound the hell out of Joe if you I was literally in my office and somebody said something. I was like, look like you going to Pound Town. I'm being influenced by my surroundings.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, and my other song was Escapes, Understanding.
Oh, what
that's a good
I
one.
need from you is understanding. Easy and long to
No, how can we communicate when you don't hear what I say?
Okay.
Let them talk to you.
Come on.
You need to hear this.
Eric Roberson has one called "Couldn't Hear Me Over the Music." Then she never knew my song.
Oh,
And
he
it-
just
it-
said
it's-
that. What he just made me think about is Erica Badu. I can make you put your phone down.
Okay.
Oh,
I love that song. It's been my ringtone.
Ooh.
oh wow.
Did
Oh,
you
Lord.
want to go to your second song?
That's your second song.
Make me put the phone.
Man in the mirror.
Oh, oh.
I did that one.
That's
Did
a
you
good
do
one.
that?
We did that one. Yeah, that's how we
I
closed it
remember
out.
that. That was a good
Because
one.
I said I'm doing Michael Jackson Man in the Mirror. Maybe we start singing. Markell was singing while he cut the thing off.
Oh.
That
I
time.
know one.
Oh, yeah,
I know another one.
Oh, yeah, you know what time it is.
It's made by what's the name? Bonnie somebody, but Tank redid it.
Bonnie
I
Raitt.
can't make
I Can't Make
you
You
love me.
Oh,
I
the
can't
one he
make
just did
you
with
love me if you
is that the
don't.
one he did with Jay Valentine?
You can't make your heart feel
Oh, honey,
something
that one he
that
did with
it
Jay
won't.
Valentine. That is. Whew.
Wow.
Cause
Can't Make You Love Me.
that could be a song God is saying to us. I can't make you love me if you don't.
We can't make you do nothing if you don't want to.
So
But
what's your last song?
But hold on, I'm gonna tell you like my mama used to say, now look, if it ain't no good, I'm calling the police. But if it is good, I'm gonna make you my boyfriend.
I don't know why you just put your mom business on the street. Messing up her legacy.
Hold on. It needs it.
What's
It
your
needs
song?
It needs it.
I was just thinking about my last song, and I
Right
actually
in the
think
speaker.
that it can't be my last song because how you just did Markell actually. Because my last song actually comes from Kanye West's gospel album, so I guess technically it's gospel.
We'll let it ride. Go ahead.
What is it?
It's water.
You can't break the rule and it's your thing, so you gotta know.
I
What
think
y'all gonna do is do the stuff we said.
I
No.
think it's R&B.
That's the
It's
church of
Kanye-
church. It's the church of
Kanye-
R&B.
It's Kanye West and Ty Dolla Signs. That ain't gospel.
It is not. It's on this gospel album. Don't listen. Don't call them heathens when they trying to live for Jesus.
I'm
We're
not
not gonna do
calling you
that.
either. What I'm saying is it's just not a gospel
So
song.
find another
No.
one.
No, can't do that one.
No.
No.
All right, so I'll find another one quickly. Let me think. Quickly.
We have to help you real quick.
It can't still be your song. It just can't be this song.
Let me think. Quickly.
She gonna get one more.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna go quickly, and it's gonna be something that nobody on this panel might not know.
Okay.
They might not know. Oh wait, y'all know I like to listen to everything that's hiding out. It's gonna be from the Shindellas, which is my favorite group right now.
Shindellas.
And the name of the song is called "Fear Has No Place." And the song clearly says, "Fear has no place in my heart." That is the chorus, and it's a repetitive chorus, but the verses are also very powerful. And she said, you know, don't start with me. No, don't you start with me. You get no parts from me. You get as far from me as you could be. And she says, I'm talking to myself when I say fear has no place in my heart.
Ah.
And to me, that is an amazing song because it is a reminder that we can face anything. We can get out here and we can do it. But we have to tell ourselves because a lot of the times what's hindering us from our next is ourselves, our insecurities, our fear of failure, our concern with what other people might think. And the truth is, we should not be fearful of those things. I think I said a few weeks ago, like fear and faith cannot live in the same capacity. So we have to choose one. And we're going to choose to walk in faith.
DJ.
And that's what we're going with.
Fear and faith cannot exist in the same capacity.
They
Oh
can.
my.
You need to
Don't be
pick one.
the enemy of your enemy.
Woo. Don't be the enemy of your inner me.
Y'all heard
That's
that.
a word.
Don't work against yourself.
Don't let your faith work against your own self. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. You know, I know it may seem like it take a little while to get here, but delay is not denial.
No, it's not.
But the
No,
now
it's
is a real.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna get ready
It's
to
water.
go for our final sip.
Thank you for going to my song.
Oh,
It's water.
we got to get ready to get up out of here. So tonight our final sip is gonna be brought to you by the architect himself, the pastor. Go ahead and tap us off.
Well, in the spirit of talking about strength and talking about, you know, things starting with you, that number one. Remember, one also is a symbol of strength. Okay? Hey, and if you can start with anything, start with you. Whatever it is that you need to correct, whatever you need to do to get stronger, whatever you need to do to increase your abilities, your skills, increase your ability to understand, increase your ability to be empathetic, increase your ability to continue to push, continue to have more endurance and sustain yourself and those around you. Listen, it starts with you. If you want to look at the man in the mirror is the one you got to start with. You can't start with anybody else. You can't point the finger at anybody else. And the only person that you have true control over is you.
That's right.
And that's the final sip.
Hey, and in the words of K. McCall, it doesn't matter how little your thing is.
It's still your thing.
It's still your thing.
It's your thing.
Do what you want to do. And I can't tell you who to count it to.
Ashley put up the no sign. I think She just put up.
No side picture.
It's been up for a minute.
Hey!
We love y'all. We hope y'all have enjoyed.
We love y'all.
With Jericho. Tune in next week. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Get your notifications out of the way. And also, one thing we didn't say, but we definitely want you guys to partner with us. Make sure that you sow into great ground. We're growing. You're growing with us. And hopefully you see that we are putting more things in just because not only do we want you to be a part of our city. We also want you guys to be a part of seeing how we grow. So help us continue to build by sewing in, again, notifications, subscribe, and so.
The like button.
Like, share,
Definitely like, share, tag. Come follow us at our social media. Stay connected with us.
Hit the button.
We out.
We out.
Hit the button. It's right there.
We love you.
Top right.
Up.
Right there, go to the other. Hey, right there. Perfect. Hit it hard.
Boy, I mean, this
Again.
Put a little bit more pressure.
Pound.
You can come on around this side.
There you go. Now he okay.
Lord, get up.
We love y'all.
Oh my God.
It's a two-step process.